Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I am back to farming some today. Don't get used to it. It will only be once in a while. But I'm interested in this new mod, and we're getting there. So Navi is in chat saying first. Like we have a few people here. Welcome in. So this is the map. It's called Rolling Meadow. It's kind of like a no man's land, but it's not. By a few fields, some smaller ones in here. I mentioned those because we are stuck with those, but I'll get back to that after I explain the mod. If you start this normally, you start with field 34 and some equipment. We're not allowed to do that. Yeah, I'll show you. The game's paused. Let me try not to pause the game. If I go by, hit yes. So it is locked. This farmland exceeds your tier limit of 2 hectares. Reach tier 3, need 10,000 XP more. So, hey Belle, welcome in. If we go and buy these ones, which we will, they're really cheap. It'll let us, but anything bigger right now is not going to let us because of the new mod. This little star down here. The XP progression mod. So you start off as a newcomer. There's 5 tiers. Right now I have a max of 120 horsepower. My harvester can only have 300 horsepower. I can only have a max of 2 hectare field. I cannot have any helpers, and I cannot have a loan. So then once you get 3,000 experience, you go to tier 2. And then you go 160 horsepower, 5 hectare fields. You can have loans, so forth. Once you get more and more, you kind of level up your tier system there. You also have a system here. It's kind of difficult to explain, but there's easy, normal, and hard mode for it. And this locks in at tier 3. So after tier 2 here. So you have to decide what difficulty you want before then. So if I switch between these, you'll see like repair cost, fuel, work speed, all those numbers change. So you go from minus 11 repair cost to minus 15 to minus 22 and so forth. So somehow you unlock these. I am not quite sure how. It doesn't tell me. I'm trying to figure that one out. But you get experience. Let's see if I bring up my... that's a map, just a little bit about that. I had that up. So it says you earn XP for every farm task. So harvesting, plowing, seeding, cultivating, spraying, mowing, baling, and more. And then, somehow you have the other system. So, I am looking forward to this. Gaming Joy, if you're familiar with Gaming Joy, he does some farming sim and modding. He was trying to get something like this going previously. So I am excited to have something like this. It's a good start. It is exciting. So I'm going to play with that. We will figure out parts of this as we go. I might leave it on normal for this. So it is important if you want to play with this mod to find a map that lets you do the 2 hectare fields. Like I say, a lot of these small ones is at 1.69, 1.37, 1.67, so forth. The weird thing is, like, when I click on, like, this one, and I hit buy, it says 16.33, but then it says 6.6 in quotations here. So, I don't know if it's 6.6 or 16.3. I haven't figured that one out yet. It could be a couple tiers before I get the bigger fields, but that's okay. We'll play with this. We'll be good. And I'm getting all these small ones. And then we will probably turn this one into a cow pasture. I kind of want to do pigs, cows, chickens, and goats. I have a mod for a butcher shop. That's not a mod hub. The only non-mod hub mod I have. See if I scroll right past it. Oh, here we go. Butcher shop. We have 2 different versions of it. Just that one. Or you can get a table that you put into any shed that you want to. So we're doing that. We are also going to do the orchards, or apple, pears, apricots, and plums. And then we will be doing like a factory with that to turn into jams, watermelon, raspberries as well. Doing orchard stuff is from the cows and pigs and stuff. We'll get manure, which these require manure, water, and liquid fertilizer. So I have a mod that lets me do liquid fertilizer, mix that as well. So it's kind of like a circle. If I do this, I'll get manure, which means I can do that, which, we'll figure it out. Cows, yeah, I got some different feed lots, pens. I'm going to try to do these bigger ones I won't do right away, but we'll get there. Yeah, there's people that walk around. My bad. I'm also going to do some crop rotation. I don't know how soon I'm going to do that. I do have another mod for field goals, like the seagulls that fly around. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have anything going on here. I don't own anything. Contracts do not help you at all. They're there, but they give you $0. I am going to the wrong menu. A little rusty on this right now. Some chicken transport trailers. I wanted to do flowers. Like a greenhouse, and like lavender, poppy, all these other cool greenhouse ones. I got a swather. We're gonna do that for mowing, tethering, windrow. We're gonna do a lot of grass work when we first start. Did like a little plow. We'll see if we like that. But we're limited to 120 horsepower. It gets tricky pretty quickly. Yeah, orchards, greenhouses, precision farming. I'm gonna start with. We'll see how that goes. Kind of the basics for that. There's more stuff that I have. Any questions, let me know. I do like this field. I don't know what I like about it. It just has this little shape to it. That's just a farmer market there. We have animal dealership here with wannabe gas station? I don't know. It got something there. Our shop. A market, maybe? Selling by. And then over here, down the road, we have a restaurant on the water. Then we also have this gas station here. And then up north here, got the fields here. You can see how they're really small. I like them. We have another gas station. Then we have a sawmill over here. That's kind of all there is to this map. It's very open. Make your own. I like the thought process I have here. We will start with this being our house as well. Wrong button. How many times am I going to say that today? I want to start with some cows. I have this Brazilian cow corral. I have to buy. Yeah, I like it. The thought of it. Property's pretty cheap. I can probably go ahead and buy most of this, because we will definitely be using it. And it's not going to hurt the bank at all. This one's really small. I don't know if I want that one right away. I have plans for it, but it might have to wait. But I could buy it while I have money. But yeah, each of these can be small fields for crop right now. I'm just going to feel bad if I don't buy this one. We'll make it grass or something right now. We don't need lots of that. I'm just going to do that. But yeah, I think I can buy this one sooner than later. I have to level up a little bit more. I cannot buy this small space here. Don't know why. This one's kind of... Oh, that's what it is. There. I can buy that. Have an awkward little space. I can't buy it yet, but we will eventually be able to. I was clicking on all these other numbers besides that one earlier. But yeah, if you want like this, it's kind of like, yeah, part of it. I wish it was kind of more the shape. Instead of just rectangles. But it is what it is. I do have a cool house, so to speak, to move into. But we'll get there. I just put the cows on the back here. I don't need a lot of cows right now, because they're going to take over their own plot of land eventually. I'll give them one of them squares once the land is more easy to get. Customize. I think, yeah, lavender. Yep, lavender, millet, rye, poppy. What other ones do you have? Let me see if I can tab over. Nope, wrong tab. Yeah, rye, millet, mustard, lavender, and poppy. And I kind of wanted to do that. I was looking forward to a greenhouse with flowers, having that, and then the background having lavender and poppy as well. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'll have to do this. Invisible fence. And then I have to put down an actual fence after. Okay. I don't want them to... Land is not owned by me. I don't want them going through a fence, so it's kind of tricky. I should put the fence down first. Yeah, we can plant meadow for it. So what I always do, what button is it? Nope, not that one. Sorry, guys. Oh, not that. Oh. I can't tell where the invisible line is. With the other one, I can. Maybe it is this red shape here. That makes sense. But sometimes I would place my fence using that, and then I know exactly, where things go. I do have the mod for fences to be free right now. Because, believe it or not, that's how I like it. Now, I don't think I will need get into here, but I always kind of create some short ones here that you can individually delete to create fences later, or gates if you need to. Over here, some of the land is not owned by me. I actually have to cut across here. Kind of wonky. I don't know why I don't own it all the way. You like? It's a great map. I am looking forward to the challenge of progressing with that mod. It seems like a really good map for it. Don't want to cover up my trigger here for slurry. It'll look kind of weird if I do that, but there we go. Not the best. Never said it would be straight. So one thing I do know about this one, I'll show you guys here if we go over here. You don't know if you can read it in the bottom left corner above the mini map. It's a newcomer, 0 XP. That's part of the XP progression. Let's see how many cows we're gonna have here. 93. Well, that's pretty decent. We just need baked beef. So yeah, we have slurry over here, but no manure. So we have to place a manure heap. So I do have a mod for that. If I remember where it is. This one. It's just a basic manure. It's kind of silly because I can only rotate it at certain degrees, right? Alright, where I want it is over here somewhere. There. It's pretty small. But now when we go back into here, now they can have manure as well. Many cows. It's a shame we can't have them named and all that. So I don't know if one gives you more of a profit than the other. The Angus seems like they cost more, so maybe you make more of a profit from them. Does anybody know? It was a dairy. Are these both the same? We can get a couple of these. I'm only gonna get, like, say, 2 of those. I don't want to be too cheaty. So we have to work at it. And we'll repeat it, just so we have some different color. I should buy a cattle trailer. You know. You don't have a fence that kind of keeps you from coming out here. Oh yeah, you're outside the fence line. I have a problem with that cow. We'll see. I might have to figure this out. We'll just leave one little calf running around here for a minute. They got their little space here. Right now, I'm thinking of doing these for the hay stack silo, storing hay. Just making piles. It's cheaper right now. We're just starting out. I'm not going to be doing TMR yet. Make them 100%. So I was just going to put this over here. So when we make a pile, and store it over here by the tree. I don't know how it exactly works. but we'll figure it out. Compost silo I wanted to do as well. But this one has a really weird angle to it. I can only really do really weird angles. So it kind of limits where I want it. Maybe I'll put it on a different property, which is kind of weird here. But yeah, we need some compost for the greenhouses I want to do. Taking a look here. Different containers. I don't think these guys need water. But I did do like a manure heap so I can buy it. Same with lime and slurry if I need to, if they're not producing enough for the greenhouses. So I'm going to use quite a bit. Ooh, farmhouses. There we go. I found an RV, you guys, and no smoke coming out of the back of it. Looks dangerous. So I was going to put an RV over here somewhere for the cows. There. This house goes with it too. But I just wanted the RV. That's all I wanted. I was going to do some chickens. Long term, I have a huge chicken barn I'm doing. It doesn't hold as many chickens as my in-laws' one's parents had chicken barns like this big, and they actually hold more chickens in real life than in-game, but it's a game. But this has real animations of the fans on the end. You can lift up the tarps on the side. I really like it, so we'll do that. But I also want to do some chickens over here somewhere. Running around the RV, you know. I don't know where exactly. Maybe it's this way? No, this way is outside. That'd be placed here. Okay. Maybe it's too close to the property line. Kind of hampers my plan here. I want it placed right where I said it cannot be placed. Maybe I just move the RV. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll have to figure it out. The chickens. I don't want a lot of them here. I mean, I could really make them just go. So they kind of go through the cows a little bit, but not too much. Oh, I don't want to end the pasture like that. Well, that's a bummer. So it just ended my chicken at a shorter range than where I want them to go. And then get to put them out front here. Okay. Try that again. It overlaps. I know it overlaps. Gotta figure this out. Yes. See if I can watch where they're going this time. Nope. Ah, see, it does it again. Hey, chickens. Third time is charm. I'll do it differently this time. There. I know what's happening, but I don't know if I can avoid it. Can I get over here? Land is not owned by me. I'm like, I know. Let's see if I can do this. Smart it. Okay. Does that look any better? Yeah, we'll have them in weird spots. But just leave it for now. Yeah. You are outside the fence too, so I have to redo the fence. Good to know. I don't know. Guess we'll do one rooster for now. Let them breed by themselves. There can be 200 of them. Kind of free range. Kind of what I wanted. Around the property a little bit. Okay, what else do we want? Oh, there we go. Let's run her around. I don't think I can paint that, but I can make something look good. I don't know. Farming sim does that to me. We have a dog. Yeah, that one looks pretty. Why not? Yeah, we won't get any of those right now. Yeah, fuel tank and all that we can kind of hold off on. I have to kind of hold off on a lot of this until we get manure. There's some raspberries somewhere, though. Hey, donkey, how's it going? Long time no see. Where do I want these raspberries? Wish I could flip the shed to the other side. Oh, that took away a lot of my grass. We'll have to do some landscaping there. Still getting settled? Well, I hope that move went well for you. You noticed you haven't been around. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Hopefully it went well for you. We have one of those. The butcher shop we don't need right now. This is the flower workshop. I don't want to place it accidentally. But you can sell your flowers here. We have the cheese factory for goat cheese. The hay dryer. Liquid fertilizer. That's going to take our manure and turn to liquid fertilizer, which we need. Maybe over here in the corner somewhere, maybe. That's a little too close to the hay, though. Maybe over here. You also have fruit and vegetable processing. We don't need that right now. Pig food mixer. We don't have the pigs yet. Raspberry factory and the mini lime production. We don't need that yet. Overall decent. We've had a head cold for a couple weeks. I just got over that. Still feeling it a little bit when I wake up in the morning, but that was a whole ordeal. The one's been injured a couple times, and then he had a ordeal on the weekend with kayaking. Overall good, but there's been some adventures and some head colds and injuries. But overall good. Keeping things interesting is what I should say. Roller coaster. Yeah, pretty much. Well, here's our flower greenhouse. We can do that one. And this one gives us like a little shed on the back for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, our greenhouses that we want require everything else, so we have to wait for that manure, which means we have to get some straw. Which means we should create some fields in these little divots of fields that we're allowed to have. I did test it out on test map. This grass is not mowable. At least not right now. So we're going to have to plow it all over. We also need some water for the raspberries, I think. It would make sense. Oh, there is a harvesting contract. That gives you money. Interesting. And the fertilizing one. No, harvesting. Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about contracts on this map, but we'll get there. So yeah, we make liquid fertilizer from water, slurry, lime, or water, manure, lime, which is what we're going to do. Or water, solid fertilizer, lime. So we need lime, but we should be able to have no problem getting that. So we need some seeds and water up here. So it'll be a little bit before we get the raspberries going as well. And we still have 0 XP here. So 120 horsepower is our limit. Whew. Let's see what we can do. We need a small tractor. So it does max it out. If we go to a medium, so to speak, anything over 120, you can't even buy it, you cannot lease it, you cannot use it. It won't let you. Hey, Michael, how's it going? If we go to a tractor, let's just have 120 and then goes over it. Can we do this? That's 126. Okay, let's try 120. Maybe this one. So we can buy the 117. You can't buy the 127, and you can't buy the 136. So it is very restricted on your horsepower here. This one is actually the most decent price I could find. It's a 116 horsepower for 45 grand. Plus, you can have a front loader. So it's probably what we're going to go with, but we can only have 120. There's not really a 120 horsepower tractor that's that price besides this one. I know we need the front loader. I just don't know if I want to bother with it right now. No plate. 3-point yes for the back, but if we want to do a trailer, Buy that. We need... Going good. It's 99 degrees Fahrenheit there today. It's pretty hot here too. Let me see what it is. We have a heat wave coming through here. We'll get distracted. Why not? It is way above normal temperature here for this time of year. We are 81 degrees Fahrenheit currently. We were probably getting around 82 or so. It's way hotter than it should be. Way hotter. So I actually turned the AC on right now. This is my first time turning the AC on for the year. So I don't think I could be streaming if I was only thinking about the heat right now with the fan on me. So we have a tractor. We have a cold front coming. That's probably going to create some thunderstorms for you. I wonder if I need this. It's actually a really good price for a bale shredder. But if I'm not going to bale my straw, then I should be okay. Well, that makes me think. Okay. Well, it's 150. That's 100 horsepower for 2.6. I didn't know if I wanted this or the other mods. Or not mod ones. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck with that. Because my only choice from in-game is 85 horsepower for 1.2. So 2.6 for 100 horsepower. That's really cheap, but I'm not going to really complain right now. And color that. Leave it as is. I also wanted to buy 50-degree temperature behind that cold front. Boy. Our swather. We don't need it right now, but I wanted to buy it. Configuration, I think. No, yeah, let's leave it bluish. It looks kind of cool that way. And then this is... Wait, what was it? Windrower. This is the cutter. And that's for a trailer hitch for a tractor. So we actually... yeah. I'm like, we don't need this, but we could get that. It depends if I want to use some mod or not. I think it's me kind of cool to have those old colors like that. We need a water trailer. We should do that. Maybe. Like where? 6,000 liters, 8,000 liters. Maybe a blue. Change the rims. License plates. I'm turning them off because they don't let me put my horsepower with thing in easily right now. So let's go get our tractor. Whatever that noise was. The door. That's kind of loud. Our co-front is in the city at midnight on Wednesday. So we had, I think Juan talked about it on his stream. We had frost come in the last few weeks, and it ruined all the orchards here and some vineyards. We're going to have a very tough year for the orchards here. The fruit is not going to happen. Let's pick a field. This one? Why not? Let's see if the golds come. Seagulls. If I can line this up perfectly. That's okay. Let's perfect it later. Allow crate fields. Maybe. Lower. Oh, yeah, I'm getting horse experience. You can hear the gulls. There we go. All the gulls landing. So they do it when you're plowing, seeding. You can adjust how many of them as well, and the chance of it and everything. I can show you guys that setting. You're just going to say tonight it will hit? Yeah, it'll be easier to say that. I wasn't trying to keep a straight line. I mean, I'm not keeping a straight line, but plowing. I'll show you guys more of the goals here. I turned down how many you can have. By default, it's like 80 of them. And I was like, yeah, that's way too many of them. I'll have to perfect this corner here a little bit more. I'll perfect it all a little bit more. I'm not good at plowing. Careful not to plow too much. I'm getting decent experience for plowing. Oh, I am too far over, but it might be working. 350 experience already. Anybody remember what I said the first level was? I need 3,000. Okay, so we'll get there eventually. We can do almost anything to get experience. The quicker I get these plowed, seeded, then we can, you know, of course, harvest them and whoops. Philippines, I think 15 Celsius is dangerously cold. That's very interesting to me. I'm actually I'm paying attention to Philippines lately with the volcano they have down there. It's pretty crazy what's going on down there with that volcano. If I can fix this corner a little bit and not make it worse. I actually want to turn around maybe. be easier going the other way. Trees in the way. Yeah, it's a lot of plowing. Yeah, I like that part of it. We're just limited on horsepower right now. So we are stuck with what size of plow we can have. I kind of like that there's a slight no man's land type of feel to it, where you can make your own fields. And I have some cool plans for a couple properties I saw. I like that there's some forestry if you choose, but if you don't want forestry, you really don't have to deal with it. Oh, you didn't believe them that they thought that was really cold? Plowing this might give me enough XP. We're almost at 800 and we need 3,000. We're not picking all the rocks, which means I have to buy a rock picker. Hopefully we can get enough horsepower. We'll have to look at that one. Why did I do that? Try again. I checked if the gas stations work. No, I haven't. Huh. Do they have a record or not working? Let's take a look. How low those branches are. I like it. The only sketchy is how narrow this bridge is. It's a limit how big of equipment you can bring across this river here. Be kind of careful there. Need header trailers for sure. Yeah, we'll see if they this tractor is pretty loud, but we'll see if I park it, maybe? Oh, maybe I'm too close. I think Juan played a map where you had to physically get out and do it. Yep, okay. There's a trick to it. Says anything inside here? It could be that I don't have low enough fuel as well. You're saying the road on the end of the river by your property to start with. Yeah, I couldn't start with this. Actually, a bag of seed out there. Yeah. This property's too big with the XP progression mod that I'm using. Yeah, the gas pump. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same. Michael, your fuel is 415 now. Ours hasn't gone up again, but it's still what did I say it was? Like $5.54 US a gallon, I think, when I converted it. Yeah, so until I level up, I'm stuck with these small fields. Even then, I think I'm kind of stuck with these small fields for a couple more levels. It'll be a while before I can actually buy the bigger properties. I actually went through quite a few mods today for maps, trying to find one that just would work with this. This max of 2 hectare fields. It's so hard. It's so hard to find a map that has 2 hectare fields. But thankfully, all these small ones are. So once I get to tier 3, I can buy a lot more of this map. I'm limited at tier 2 still. Tier 3 is max of 10 hectares. Tier 4 and so forth. So yeah, I'll be stuck with these small ones for the time being. But honestly, it's gonna be kind of cool to do it. I'm looking forward to it. How do I feel about trap music? Rap music or trap? Like, I'm not familiar with trap. How do I feel about probably rap music? It's not my favorite. It's similar to rap. I don't know if I'm familiar with it. Maybe I am. I need an example to listen to, maybe. But it would probably be similar enough to me saying the same thing about rap. It's not my favorite. I'll listen to it. There is some good songs in it, but it's not like my default go-to. I will listen to almost anything if I find good songs in that. There's a few good songs spread out through everything. For me, it's a lot about the energy, the lyrics, the vibe it gives off. It sounds awesome. Are they songs you've made? I think it would surprise people. I say my Spotify list, it can send you for quite the trip. Just when you think you have me figured out, I will have the weirdest song on my Spotify, and you're like, nope, that just undoes what you thought about me. I have quite the mix at my Spotify. Awesome. I'm looking forward to listening to that then. You have found time to make new music and the mix of everything else you've gone. Probably means I'll like him. Because you have a taste for music and lyrics and how you tell a story, and I think it will be good. Oh, this XP I'm getting, I have 1,236 from the one field already. I think we'll get the 3,000, no problem. One after that is 10,000. Okay, that one's gonna take a little bit longer. Watch me get off my XP just from plowing fields. Tractor stuff I'm struggling to go through here. I do have one mod for plowing. I don't remember the name of it. Supposed to keep you at the angle and keep you from not falling into it as much. Like this, it's a lot better. I do find it interesting since it's been a while, many months since I actually did farming sim. When I went back, I wanted to set up this map yesterday, and I was overwhelmed with how many mods there were. I was like, oh man, there's a lot of cool mods, but it's overwhelming when you're like, I took a break, came back, and now I have to scroll through all these mods and figure out which ones I want. And I see that the air scent came up on my phone. Thank you. I'll take a listen tonight when I'm making dinner. Don't ask me what dinner is because I don't know yet. But when I'm making dinner. So many mods came out? Yeah. I was taking a look at the new Michigan map because I'm from Michigan, so I'm like, one of these days I have to farm on a Michigan map. And the new one is very close to where I grew up. So I'm like really interested, but at the same time I'm like, it's not really what I want for this theme I have going on for the series. But I am surprised at how many Michigan maps are actually on Mod Hub. I like the hay drying one, but it's single player only, which right now this is single player, but when I open it up, I won't be able to use that one. Hopefully they can get that so it's multiplayer. Juan and I have been playing on the Submerged Sanctuary map, if you guys are familiar with that one. We've been doing our own off-stream, just him and I. Spend a few hours when we have time farming on that map. And that one, I really like that challenge of draining the water. And of course, we're playing really hard on that one, hard mode. But it's fun. I'm enjoying that one as well. I haven't had nachos. I haven't had nachos in a while. I went through this phase where they tasted weird to me. The cheese tasted weird to me. But I wonder if I can try them again. Poppies make good Michigan maps. I'm hoping that somebody can make a good British Columbia map. That'd be pretty cool. How am I liking the XP mod? I love the thought of it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's actually pretty easy to get the XP. The hardest part, like I say, was finding a map where I could have the size of field to start with. the horsepower you can do. It's not going to that. No helpers. That's fine. But most maps, even this one where you want to buy fields and make your own, they sell them in big blocks and it's too much. Unless you go to European maps, you're not going to find very small 2 hectare farms. And I'm not a fan of European maps just because of how narrow they are, the roads and everything. So this was a good happy medium. I really like how this one would be like, okay, I can start with these small fields, increase to bigger ones once I get to that tier 3. I am not sure how these ones level up, how you unlock these. But we're getting there. Plowing is where I've gotten all the XP so far. That can be hard for me to get the 3,000. The 10,000 probably is going to be pretty easy. The 25 and 50 will be a little bit more difficult. It might be a little too easy, actually. If you're starting a new field and plowing all your fields, get your XP. But I love the thought of it. I know Gaming Joy was trying to work on a mod like this. Progression. And he had it where he was trying to do lumberjack and so many other things. And it was so cool when he explained it and talked about it. And I love that somebody's actually done it. And that is on Mod Hub. And I'm like, this is the start to something that I wish Farming Sim had for many years now. So yeah, it's cool. I think a lot of people would like it. It's just finding a map, like I say, for the right size of field to start with. It's a little tricky. I spent many hours yesterday and today before I settled on this map. On this map, I kind of wanted custom crops, and it has a few of those custom crops, and I was like, it's meant to be. Moose! Long time no see, Moosey. What's up? I've missed seeing you in chat. You've probably been busy. Donkey, the progression is kind of cool. It is. And I hope they can expand it. I haven't checked with Gaming Joy in a while to see if he's helped this person with this or collab and do more. Make it more advanced. I'm not sure where this stands at all, but I love the start of it. But yeah, seeing them 2,000 experience, I'm easily gonna get 3,000 on this one small field. I would say it looks more daunting than it actually is. If I plow, just a couple more of these small fields, I'm gonna have easily my 10,000. Easily. So we'll see after that. But seeding it gives it to you as well. The field goals, the seagulls, that mod, they're not here right now. But where are they? The sound. Well, seasonal wool production I have as well. I haven't used it yet. Farmland border I find very interesting just for this map because your borders of your property are really weird. Close to what I want. Input might be in this one here. Field goals. So the birds, how many chance of birds, I made tools. We had them in the beginning of the stream, but those are pretty cool. So if they don't appear, they won't spawn again for 1 hour. So that's kind of where we are right now. Production, animal food. GPS headland assist. If you guys haven't used that one, I really like how easy that one is. It just makes it, your headlands just, it doesn't stop when you go around. It's really nice. Use up your tires. I'm using that as well in precision farming. Moose. I've been really busy. Your lander is packed. Oh, you started driver's training. Awesome. I'm excited for you about that. Hopefully that goes well. Welcome in, Jacob. How much land do you start being able to own? With the mod or this map? This map, when you start with 34. For this mod, any field that's under 2 hectares you can buy. So I bought all the small ones already. So there's no limit to that, as long as they're under 2 hectares. And that's not the field size, that is the property. So this field could be 2 hectares, but because it's on a bigger property, that's what limits you, right? This one, it has the river. So that one's actually a bummer because it counts the river. But nonetheless, you know. Donkey, the single mod takes a lot of research to run. I bet it does. Because it can show up for multiple people and this and that, so I bet it could. I like that it could modify it and turn it down. I kind of like that they made it so you can make it so they don't show up often or whatever, give the resources kind of a break there. Moose, don't be driving to Michigan on Sunday. When I learned to drive, we found an old highway that used to be the highway, and it was turned into just a side street, dead end, with a cul-de-sac at the end, basically turn around. Nobody used it or whatever. It was perfect, wide open road, nobody on it for me, just to learn the vehicle. So that answered your question, Jacob. Awesome. Yeah, maybe in the future they're change it so there's more limitations and more things you can adjust. Make it even harder on yourself if you want to. I would really like more skill tree, so to speak, more things like that. Oh, you can only have this or only have that, or I would love it because I like games like that. Not everybody does, but I like that where you can turn it on and off or choose not to have the mod at all, right? But I enjoy games with that kind of setting. I also enjoy games that are more sandbox where you don't have it. So that's what mood I'm in for. Lucy have a game called Roadside Research. Roadside Research. Huh. Let's go check it out quickly. That tractor is kind of loud, huh? Roadside Research. Moose always has really interesting games to recommend. I don't want to get in trouble for that. Okay. The co-op gas station simulator, except for aliens and undercover. Do very human things like restocking shelves while preparing for the invasion. Just don't get caught. Oh dear. So you basically have to... You're analyzing the humans and learning all their ways and all that while working at a gas station. That's what I'm gathering. And you have to take care of your gas station. That actually seems kind of interesting. Early access. Oh, is it by the same people who did supermarket? Interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Appreciate that, Moose. I'm not saying no to it. It actually seems kind of like something that Navi and I would have a lot of fun with. I'm always looking for interesting games. I played beta on the weekend for Star Seeker, which is the sequel basically to Astroneer. And I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for that to come out as a full game. I definitely will be playing that. I mean, I still have to finish Astroneer, but the sequel is pretty good. I'm going to say it's really a sequel. They've kind of turned Astroneer into a different game and has the same feel to it, but I like it. I have to get back to Repo as well. You had a last band concert, you had a French horn solo, and you did a craft show for your band, and you did a jazz band solo on trumpet. Oh, so you've been busy with all that. Pretty impressive to have some solos. Are you nervous at all? Look, seagulls are back. Yeah, I turned it down because you could have like up to 80 of them. I think I put 30 as a max. 80 is kind of desperate. I could do 80. My computer could run it, but it's pretty crazy to have 80 birds. Fair concert. You had to stand up and there was hundreds of people watching. Whew. Yeah, I would be nervous about that. Well, hopefully you nailed it. Hopefully people came up and told you awesome things about that afterwards, because I think that's pretty awesome of you to get up and do that. Did good? It's awesome to hear. I know you love doing that. You love your music, and I think to be picked to do solos, you're probably pretty talented on that. Hey Christian, welcome in. How's it going? Glad you're able to join in for a little bit and say hi. You only had the French horn for a couple months. Yeah, I remember when you stopped on last time you were just getting that as well. Super tired, but you saw streaming, so you had to say hi at least. I appreciate it. I was just talking about Estronier and Starseeker, the new game coming out made by the same developers of Estronier. So you must have heard. It's 1:45 for you, and you're just now cooking. And after that, you'll go to bed. Ah, definitely pretty late making food, but yeah, don't go to bed hungry either. That's no fun either. We'll get our 3,000 experience, I think, here. We're at 2,972. We have to pick all these rocks, too. I don't like picking rocks, but I left that option on. I need lime for the liquid fertilizer, so that's basically why I left it on. Oh, there we go. We are now farmhand. Let's go take a look. Completed, and this is active. Now we have a max of 160 horsepower. Harvester can be 400 horsepower. Max of 5 hectare field. You can have 1 helper and have a $100,000 loan. There we go. Whew. Got that done, everybody. At 1 field. That's kind of funny. You gonna eat dinner and do homework? Well, thanks for stopping in, Moose. I do appreciate it. It was nice catching up a little bit. Always glad to see you in chat and hear how you're doing. Christian, you have heard of it? Yeah, you haven't played the DLC. Yeah, I don't own the DLCs yet for Estronier. I wanted to play the base game before I get the DLCs. But I couldn't help myself playing the beta for the new game, and I enjoyed that. I thought about streaming it, but I was like, then I don't know if people think it's spoilers or not, right? So I was like, I won't do it. So I want to be spoiling the game. Now I have to debate if I get another higher horsepower tractor and plow for the fields or not. Because these fields there's a couple smaller ones, but they get a little bit bigger, not too big. This one's smaller. Do that one maybe next. The Trackers is the normal game. Yeah, I think it was pretty brilliant how they did the beta, but they made it so you don't get the storyline, you only get tidbits of this and that. So in a way, it didn't make much sense. You're like, why am I doing this or that, right? But I like that they did that, but they kept it more of a surprise. So one thing I like that they did for the new game is you don't have to tethers for oxygen. You have a 30-minute timeline once your ship drops you off. Of course, you can have like air supply or whatever, but stay longer. But it was really nice to be like, oh, I don't have to drop tethers every so often. And there's. Have you ever played Satisfactory where there's animals that are kind of aggressive and they'll come after you as you're exploring, but they're not like the main focus to go out and hurt them? Like you're still wanting to explore and all that, right? That's something they've added as well. Is now there's not just plants I wanted to get you. There's some animals. And in the later part of the game, yeah, you don't need tethers. But it was nice from the start to have that. And the new game was you can team up with like 3 other people, have a team of 4, but you'll land on the world and there's other players in the world. Like you could be with your own team of 4 and somebody else can be with a team of 4 or solo or team of 2, whatever. There's other people to interact with. I don't know if you can have a private game or not, if you choose not to be around other people, but in the beta we were with everybody. So people can help revive you and do team missions and all that stuff. I really liked that aspect of it. It kind of made it a lot different from Ashnir. But they kept like a lot of the stuff, resources and things that you have to do and how it kind of works is kind of cool how they've changed certain things but kept the same feel of the game. I don't feel like I'm playing the same carbon copy game. Like I would finish this game and play that game without feeling like it's a copycat. The beta ended today for it already. I would have to wait for the next beta. But if the beta comes out and if I'm home and can play it, then I'll absolutely do it. I'm not sure when the actual game will come out, but yeah. And the beta was on the weekend, but we had plans, and then yesterday I had a dentist cleaning at the same time I usually stream, so. Well, I got to play the game a little bit here and there. It's a little bit too much of a busy weekend to actually stream it. I play it for like a half hour here, a half hour there. Pretty much what I was doing. Yep. Yeah. I would definitely have liked more time to play it. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Navi and I teamed up and got to do little things multiplayer as well and see how that went, and did something solo as well. It was a good balance. I liked it. And other people helped me out with things that are strangers. It's a good mix. I liked it. You got a new job, and it's harvest time, so there's lots to do. That's keeping you busy. Are you running the tractor, or what are you doing for? Maybe it's supposed to be secretive. That's fine too. That's why you're so, but it makes sense when you say it that way. Yep, makes sense. We basically harvest until it's late at night. See how much XP we get from the small field. Well, I didn't mean to hire an AI worker. Always a bummer when AI workers try to get hired. I don't want to hire you. Okay. Try again. God. I kind of had a feeling that might be one of the options. That's legal in BC as well, and lots of it over here. There's a knock at my door. I bet the package I ordered is here. I should go get the package. Oh, you're like the kind of like the right hand owner of it, sort of. You kind of know how to do all the jobs and all that, right? That's cool and exciting. And I really, honestly, don't have any judgment against that kind of stuff. Like, the way I look at it is, just because I don't do it doesn't mean I never won't do it. And then if it makes you happy and you do it safely, then so be it. You just kind of invented a air humidifier that can raise humidity quickly. Oh, you're perfect at that because you like that kind of stuff and inventing all that, and that's perfect for you. Oh, so now you're in charge of upgrading and doing AI animation and all the system. Whew. That's quite the step up to figure out all that. Oh no, two more passes and my opponent next people with max. It maxes out? Oh. Does it max out at 5,000? Now I'm distracted. Like, does it tell me somewhere? And I have to learn where to read. Reading's an important thing. Oh, I have no idea, but it would be funny. And that wouldn't honestly be too bad of a thing because, I mean, honestly, if I just want to plow this whole map, would easily get the XP. So we have 4,662 XP on these two smaller fields here. Still not sure if I want to invest in a bigger one or not. Bigger tractor and plow. Park it over here and do some research. Because by the time I upgrade this, then I'll be upgrading it for the next one, right? So, 160. Is there even a plow? I think there is one. Am I going in the right direction? I think so. And this one's 150. So I can go from a 2.6 to a 4.1. So that's a big step up. That was 180, so I can't do that one. I don't know. Like, that's 153. How close we can get? 160. It's kind of dangerous when I sit here and I math it all out because it takes a while. We find the best deal. That one might be. These ones won't be. So let's see. 155 is the biggest we can go. Or 130. Oh, this is Challenger for 160 horsepower for 50 and a half. That's, once you add all this stuff onto it that I don't need, but still 60 grand. Not much difference between those two, okay. These ones you can upgrade to 225, so investing in these are actually pretty decent. Can't do that one. So this would probably be the next tractor. We've paid 45 grand for this one. If we sell that, we might get like 30 grand back. Doesn't matter, we have money, but then you get Challenger or the white. There's not really much difference at all between these two. And then we get a bigger tractor. I feel like that might be a good thing. But then we're probably going to upgrade again. But these fields start to get a little bit bigger. I think you sell it back here. I also know this is a collectible over here. There, but the grain elevator, 24 more for 10K each. So, you guys know how much I like finding collectibles. Repair it. Yeah, so we can sell this for 40K. It's worth it. Really don't think there's a difference between these two. Just looks for me. I think we'll leave the weight on it. I mean, we get rid of the tractor that has a front loader. This one doesn't. So it'd be it. We have a lot of blue equipment and some yellow equipment. Keeping it colorful. Oh, that's me annoying. The way this is set up, you have to get behind those to attach. Oh, sorry, guy. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Fields start to get slightly bigger, and by that I mean not very, but slightly. I notice a difference, because, you know. But when you start to think ahead, I want to have the pigs, we have chicken, I want goats. If I can plant all this feed and get some straw for the manure, we do wheat or barley, then we have chicken feed, as well as straw. The pigs need corn, barley, wheat, soybeans, sunflower, things like that. I have to think about what crops. I need to buy a seeder, probably a planter, harvester. I'll eat up into the money I have pretty quickly. Stone picker, lime production. Can't get out of that line there. Okay. Close. Close to the edge of the road there. Struggling. Not even plowing the whole width I want because it gets stuck like that. Oh, still earning XP after 5,000. I think I'm gonna have this mastered before I even harvest anything. By the time I pick up the stones and seed it and fertilize it, I'll probably have these all maxed out. But I don't know what it takes to unlock the last few levels of the other progression bar yet. So, once I finish this field, I'll probably call it a strange because I have a package at our door that I have to go get. And then it'll be dinner time. Usually the packages are okay at the door, so trust our neighbor. I would just tell the other people that walk past, but you know. I haven't even looked at what we can plant this season. Look at that quickly. With all the custom crops in here. So we have lavender, millet, mustard, poppy, and rye. I like that it's a couple custom crops in here. We can really just do oat next month. We don't need that. Canola we really don't need. Barley we can do next month. We can do a lot of barley, apparently. I'm tempted to actually plant some grass. Some of these fields and get some grass going. Can always do that for a season or two. But the best thing I could do is rip it up, plow it up, plant grass. And then when I want to plant something else, rip up the grass again after harvesting, mowing it. We're definitely needing grass or hay for the goats and the cows. And the cows will have a little bit of meadow grass, but I don't want to rely on that. Once you get so many cows, they eat all that up pretty quickly. Hoping to have a lot of cows. Right where you think is too many cows to have on a map. But we'll see if I get there. I'm not doing dairy cows. I'm doing the beef, so I can do the butcher shop mod. I know people probably have mixed opinion about that, but I think it's actually farming, and it's kind of going to be unique to actually do that. I like our little RV there. If you don't know, it's just because we have an RV that we're moving into and renovating right now. So it's really fitting just to find a little RV to live in on this map. We're getting closer to that RV. James has been working on the generator, fixing that. We're probably going to have to bring it to another specialist, though. It's still not running as well as it should. Oh, I didn't want to hire a worker. Come on. I'm glad I upgraded this plow and tractor. It's going to make these fields a lot quicker. It's a really pretty map. I like this map. I do think there's a lot of potential with it. I like that it kind of leaves a lot of customizing. Whatever you want it to look like, right, as well. Water just kind of falls off there. We won't look at that. But and forestry if you want to do it, or if you want to kind of work between all the forests, which I think is what I will do. Maybe someday I'll cut down some trees, but what I really want to do for these sections is I ideally want to eventually turn them back to grass and have my orchards in these. Like have apple in one, pair and then other, like, have them separated by trees and have them still really pretty decorated in each little plot there. And then have like a factory and stuff nearby. We'll see if I do that or not. Yeah, it would be awesome, wouldn't it? You can put like 2 or 3 on each plot of land. It depends on how you go about it. And then I have this greenhouse here that has flowers, like poppy, lavender, all these other little daisies. But what I want to do is I want to put that, I don't know, for example, say over here, and then I have like a whole field of lavender and poppy just in big fields behind it, outside of a greenhouse, and then have the factory for it as well. The hay dryer, cheese, the flower workshop. I need to buy like flower pots. I don't think you make them. But I think it'd be kind of cool to actually make a greenhouse of flowers, and then behind it we have some that aren't. I kind of think about how creative you can be there. Over here we have a lot of tulip farms and stuff, right? And so it's so pretty out in the open. I'm like, I want to do with that. If I want the lavender and the poppy, especially for custom crops on here, it'd be really cool with that mod. I don't think you can put those crops in with that mod, but it's just gonna look cool together. Really nice. You did big fields of red, yellow, lavender. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty. I'm looking forward to that. And it's just different crop to do, right? A little bit different, unique. I was kind of looking at other production mods I could add, and I'm like, no, I want to do these first. If there's time on the map after, maybe I'll do something else, but focus on this a little bit. I have a lot of cattle going and chickens and pigs. I always say I'll do pigs. I've started pigs a few times and then I never follow through. So it would be nice if I actually do that. The mod I found gives you, I think, it gives you different recipes for your 5 different pig food recipes that you can do. And some of them are easier, some of them are harder. And I wanted something slightly easier but still realistic. Otherwise, I may still never ever do the pigs all the way. So it will be what it is. But we'll have pigs. I was showing Juan my chicken barn I found yesterday. He really liked that. It's so similar to the chicken barns that his parents have in Belize, or had. Somebody did a really good job modding the chicken barn. Technically they need more than 3. mod I found simplifies it, let's say. It's still time for me to adjust that and get a different mod too, but nothing's placed down. I haven't done anything with it yet. But yeah, they technically need a little bit of everything. Root crop, grain, cereal. Oh, I don't know. They need a little bit of everything, honestly. Different ratios of it too. So there's a lot of different mods for pig food mixers, and they all have different recipes that you can use. It's really hard when you don't have pigs yourself to know exactly what they can eat and not eat and what's important. I try to keep it realistic, but I'm like, I really don't know. Can I get away with this or not? Okay, almost done with this, and then I'll park it. I don't have a repair station unless I go to the shop, I think. And then don't know when I'll stream this again. I'll stream again Thursday, but I'm not sure it'll be this. I'll probably play something with Navi. Navi doesn't own Farming Sim yet, so we can't play this together yet. I should limit that to fields just so I don't raid the fields. We ended up with 6,617 XP already. Just for doing, I'll say 2.5 fields. I play on console. One of these days I'll have to a console-friendly map again, or server. One of these days. How come that has 2.5 fields for that power and XP? But we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields to plow. I could combine a few of them, like I say, if I took trees down, but I don't want to do that yet, because I have plans for this. And then, yeah, I'll figure out what I want to do here as well. How are the cows doing? Do they have grass in here? Oh, it doesn't count it until like the next day. I did this one where it's supposed to tell you how much food they have and stuff, and it's bugged up. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I'll save and quit and reload and see if it fixes itself. It's a little weird there. Just saying. Yeah, you get less mods in PC. Absolutely. It's always a bummer when I realize how much less mods that you guys get. Hey, well, thank you everybody for popping and saying hi, watching. Feels good to play a little bit of Farming Sim. I like the challenge. A lot of what I'm doing with the series, so it's always a good sign. It means I'll play it more. Seeing who's streaming right now. I never know which one's vertical, which one's horizontal. There we go. I'm glad you were able to as well, Donkey. I was thinking about you the other day. Not to sound creepy, but you know, just in general. wondering how things were going. So glad you were able to stop in, and everybody else as well. We'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully the same time. I don't think I have plans yet. I got most of my stuff figured out today that I had to figure out before I stream, so I'll see how much progress I do. I'll probably play this a little bit at my spare time. And like if you think about friends. True enough. True. Well, on that note, adios.